Hi, I'm Megan. I'm 40 years old and I'm a single mom. I've been told that the reason I'm still single is because I have too high of expectations. Well, is it too high of expectations to expect the love that you have to give?
Hey, it's Chris with Topher TV Clips. Today's video is about women complaining about dating after the age of 40. Let's get into it.
Because men want younger women. If a man is 40, there is no way he is looking for a 40-year-old.
Right.
There's no way.
But at 40, do women even want to go with a 40-year-old man? The 40-year-old women want to go with a 50-year-old man, do they not?
I'd say most of my friends who've got divorced and who've kind of had relationships, it's either they've tried very hard to have a relationship and they're all very attractive. They're just older.
Right.
They're just in the 50s, the 40s, whatever. They're just not in their 30s. They've tried to have relationships with men of their age, kind of hard. Yeah, can they have sex with her? Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Easy.
She's right about this. A man in his 40s, he's gonna want to date a younger woman. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, a younger woman is more beautiful, more fertile. She's not set in her ways. You know, less baggage. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for it.
What's your age?
42.
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Do you think that men your age are going for older or younger women?
Younger.
Why?
Social media.
What about it?
OnlyFans, these young wild girls that are on there and just revealing themselves. I think it's just a different generation now. You have a lot of accessibility to a lot of different type of women, and unfortunately, that's a man's weakness, and they fall short.
Older men that want to date younger women, it's either because they need to have a younger woman to have multiple children with her. I know because I know a lot of personally people like that. Second, women, like it or not, they like younger body, they like younger vagina, they like younger look, they like to go outside and be seen with a younger woman. They want something fresh that lasts for a long time. Even though, with that being said, a lot of the younger women, when they get to like a age like 35, 40, they usually want to leave this older man. So a lot of men, let's be honest, a lot of men want to be with a younger woman. As much as it hurts to the older women, a lot of guys just want a fresh body, want to have a tight vagina. They didn't go through pregnancy. They don't want all the emotional burden. A woman in her 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, they already set their own ways, usually stubborn. So they don't want that. They want something without all the
Finally, an older woman that gets it. And you could just tell how triggered all these women on the panel are. And she looks like the oldest woman there. They're younger than her. And I mean, she swallowed that bitter pill, and I mean, now they have to.
You said you don't object if it's older man, younger woman, and they're just hooking up.
It's their business.
But you do object, older man, younger woman, serious long-term monogamous relationship.
I would look at that older man and I would wonder what is going on with his mental health that he needs to date someone who is young enough to be his daughter.
Now, older men are mentally ill for being attracted to young adult women.
Yeah, that's creepy. It's creepy.
No, it's a mental illness.
I think so.
So just to be clear, your position is men are mentally ill for desiring young adult women. So like 21-year-old women, it's mental illness.
It's like, yeah, why would you want to date your daughter?
What?
There they go again, shaming a man for what he wants. I mean, we have preferences too. You know, you want height, money, good looking, charismatic, funny, all this in a guy. We want a woman in her prime, especially if we worked hard to, have a good life with a lot of money, and we have the option to have that. We're going to choose that. Let me ask you, what is a woman's prime in looks? 18 to 25-ish. That's definitely when she looks her best and she's the most fertile. So yeah, especially if the guy wants a family, he's gonna choose that. It has nothing to do with why would you want to date your daughter? It has nothing to do with that. It's the prime age in looks and fertility.
Up with some 19-year-old OnlyFans model, and now Good for him.
No, but I know. Do you know what? I can't stand when women get mad at guys for liking younger women.
Why? She's probably hot and like really good in bed.
Do you know what?
Sorry.
I know, and women get so mad, but it's like we all know when you're 20, you get like the most attention you've ever. Like I don't know why.
Of course.
Like you age and you get older. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, and by the way, like your body back then is like you're eating McDonald's, body's banging. It gets harder to be in shape.
Just take the L.
No,
just take it.
Just take it.
Just eat it. You know.
Just like, dude, be fucking. I'm like, be fake with them. Be real with me.
Do you know what? It's just like if you're. Why don't you just go for even older guys? Like go for the 50-year-olds or something. Like you know.
Then it balances out a little bit.
More. I mean, they're always gonna want the 20-year-olds.
Of course.
But it's just like.
So there's this guy. He's 40 years old. 40. And he is dating a woman who is 25. That's 15-year age gap. And the reason is because he worked all through his 20s, all through his 30s, and now he finds himself at 40 and he wants to become a father and a dad. However, he wants to do this with a woman who is younger, a woman who hasn't seen it all, been there, done that. He wants to be with a feminine woman who he can teach some stuff to, introduce her to travel, introduce her to a new way of life. What do you think about this? Do you think that older men should not be with women this young because it's a controlling thing? Or do you think it's totally cool and that being with a mature, established man is a great thing for a younger girl? What do you think?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with this at all. You know, like she said, that guy worked hard, you know, through his life to be able to have the income and lifestyle that woman would want. Because, I mean, these young girls, they normally don't get with the guys their age. You know, they want guys with money and that can, you know, do fun stuff. And the 20-year-olds and stuff, you know, they don't have that kind of money yet. So, I mean, they're both getting what they want, you know. She's young and beautiful and fertile, and he's established. He's got money and, you know, experience. And, I mean, that fits good with each other, especially if they both want it, you know. There's no problem with that.
They want a woman who is extremely sexually explorative.
Are you ready for my take? Okay, Jasmine, I appreciate that you may have had a particular personal experience with older men and they may have been predators, but older men do not seek out younger women to date because they want an extremely sexually explorative woman. Older men who are healthy are seeking younger women because they're supposed to be more sexually pure. They're supposed to have less sexual partners. They're supposed to have less baggage, less trauma, less drama, and ultimately they should respect them more because a lot of older women become jaded and they may be abrasive and difficult to deal with. But ultimately, younger women are just naturally more beautiful and more fertile. And so especially if an older man is late to the game and he's just starting out with trying to have a family, of course he's going to want to pick a younger woman. Or maybe he wants to continue building his family legacy and he wants to have more children. So of course he's going to want to pick someone ultimately who is more fertile and able to have children. So it's very important to have the whole package. You want a woman who has a little bit of everything, right? She's beautiful, she's fertile, she's intellectually and emotionally mature, she's grounded, she's self-aware, she knows her needs, her boundaries, her goals, her values, all of those things. But if you ask a man if he's gonna pick a woman the same age or like 2 years younger than him and a woman who's 10 years younger than him with all of the other same character traits, of course he's gonna pick the younger woman. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
If there was a 22-year-old woman who was dating, let's say, a 44-year-old man, you don't see that.
I think it's a little creepy when men in their 40s are going for like a 20-year-old. That's
creepy.
extreme.
Listen.
They're not on the same level. Like, I don't think the conversations are going to be as deep and as quality as being
What if
with
he doesn't
someone.
give
You're looking for something surface level, and I'm looking for something deeper than that.
What's the youngest guy you dated?
25.
What did you guys have in common?
The gym.
Wait, you literally are in age gap relationships. You date younger men.
Yeah,
What are you
and
complaining
I made-
about? Are you a predator? Are you grooming the younger men?
No, because that wasn't, I said if it's 20 years, that's an extreme.
Oh, okay.
12 years is not, I don't see a problem with 12 years.
So wait, because you're engaged in one that's 12 years, right?
I'm
That's
not
awful
engaged in
convenient.
one.
Isn't it awful convenient that you draw the threshold past the gap that you currently are in? Isn't that awful convenient?
No, 20 years is pretty extreme. I said 20 years is
pretty
extreme. It's really not.
That's hilarious. What a hypocrite she is. See, these older women only have a problem with it because they got to compete with these younger women to get those men when they're ready to settle down. Because when they're that age and they're dating the older men, they don't care about it. It's only when they get older and they have to compete with them, then it's a problem.
There's sort of this line that like men should only go for women who are under 25, and if you're 25 and you don't have a partner, then you're like a gross old lady or something. And I think part of that comes from a fear that these men have that an older woman or a woman that's age appropriate will know that they're bullshit, and young women don't have the life experience to detect the bullshit. So they need somebody who is not going to realize that they're absolute garbage at sex. They need to know somebody who's too young to realize that they overplay how important they are and how
The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Damn, these women are triggered. Stop trying to act like you know why men do stuff. It ain't so we can control a younger woman. But yes, they're not set in their ways like you are. You see how argumentative this woman is? Like a younger woman is just going to be more feminine and soft. And, you know, she's going to be more open to doing things. Not like, oh, I've done that before, and oh, I've done this. Like, we don't want women with experience. And I mean, they just want to shame us for what we want. But we got to accept what they want, no problem.
Can we just talk about dating in our 40s right now? Have you tried it? Because I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. So I'm talking to this guy. And when I say talking, like one day of text messaging, one day. We have not been on a date. We have not talked on the phone. This morning I get a message from him that says, "Good morning, I'm running behind this morning." I said, that's funny. I'm also running behind this morning. I hope you have a great day. It's only going to get better from here. The next message that follows says, "How's it going to get better?" So I'm already in the truck and I'm driving. So I decided to send him a video and I said, my day is going to get better as soon as I get in that Starbucks line and I get my coffee. That's what's going to make my day better. I don't know about you, but my day is going to get better then. The next message that follows makes me wonder why we even try dating. Why do we even try? The next message that follows says, "I'm still in bed because my dick is in my hand and now I'm stroking it harder and I think I'm going to come." What? What?
I mean, what'd you expect? You're in your 40s. You're not supposed to be in the dating market anymore. The older you get, the harder it's going to be. Those guys are just going to pump and dump you. You know, you're easy sex for them. Well, this is where we're going to leave the video today. Please like and subscribe. Ring that bell for new video updates, and we'll see you in the next one.